Milo TV. Bada bim, bada bam, bada bam. Yeah. Bada zoom, zoom, zoom. Milo TV, bada boom, bada bam, bada zoom.
Yeah. Milo TV, bada boom. Wait, hold on again. Milo TV, bada bim, bada boom, bada bam. Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section, click that notification bell, and guys, Milo TV is where it's at, so don't forget.
Milo TV, body bim, body bim, body bam.
Yeah.
Milo TV, varabim, varabum, varabim. Yeah. Milo TV.
Milo TV, Malo.
Varabim.
Badaboom,
Varabam. Yeah.
Badaboom, badaboom.
Milo TV.
Badaboom.
Milo TV GH Toronto, Canada. Body bin, body boom, body bem. Ear.
And here we created this YouTube channel. The main brain and the motive behind this YouTube channel is to help our dear brothers and our dear sisters. And to be here videos we bring time on a month for MIA. Now me call Jane and Finch na me videos. Of course me call na me name Mr. Bruce aba na ye video ni na ye try said ye be mani pay den aba Canada. The no and a real friend come up watching or yet YouTubers yam president or Mendy and as or Meji yina say ye together na ye more. Of course ye kabo muno award ye awards ye crewman the do imagine and a future no. My Ghana news crab be mu emo mo so be mame achievements award I just say make say Milo TV your boy abaso your boy homoden ye try your best na ye aboa ama Ghanaian community no. Yenye baby ejina obitimi hia ma say sinamilo woni mi say amen o sinamilo me da se pa enam so ena me ba Canada e ba sa na mani age. Of course Enrico will tell you, Enrico will justify say okọ Brampton guys need to be good so senior Enrico you know ni nyina one of those things. Of course school for ba mo ba nyina no yen me kan ya me kwadwetewia Mr. Bruce come to Canada. Yeah, go away. Now, man, for Canada, hey, Mr. Bruce, shout out to you. And also, our YouTube channel, friend, life goes on GTV. Most subscribe. A brand about Canada is an international student. Okofa meet and greet by year. Say hi, remember Nina. This year, a meet and greet festival. Basu live. Toronto, Canada. Yeah, the venue and the date be here at Bebrema. Now, I was your for an ABA video bina SMBSC. And yasam city a rehosam. The biana me betna na me bodawro na me kansem bi ebi mo taking it serious ebi nso ain't taking it serious. Whoever takes it serious nipa o taking it serious biano obenya bibia frame the person will merit something out of it. The one taking it serious bianso no it is up to him or her. If we are simpani say the odi achi bia sua the odi animu nante and obehwe a ye bodawro dudu na yen brothers and sisters and subscribers do na aba system no omo bae no say bi omo ne to nse didi ye bibia bomu nti no mofa ne say no, but still we are trying to spread the good news to our fellow brothers and sisters. Nti de bia me ye video na meka onya credit card so me ye de here dem boafo bedumre bi ho becho, you will need it, okay? Of course, stay away from trouble. Friday 3 of my guys were accepted here in Canada. Ayaju omotum said omo asylum claim no. Ampa oma babe accepted immigrants. And I said oma babe yaju omotum ayedi omo pende for their PR. Now, omo freye. The real guys called. They were like, Sinamilo, yami sure, yami ontrewashim, onyo wakoma swadi ma. And I'm saying, oh Sinamilo, ofutu sem, ya frewoji advice bino, ya ko ye no, yami adom, omode yen krata eden amaye. You know, say ni yahwehwe asa ba akofo enjoy na dodo na ho chi omo a and enjoyment ni wie peye o de to obi befa nti o so obi akakra no obi anso enjoy. Milo TV Toronto, Canada. Subscribe we are like no comment no share. Ohia me se me ba waso ye ana pese obi hia me na fi yetenase na ebobo na edi nkomo oba Canada edisen oba share experience ana kwan be na afa so oba Canada ukọ adwuma mu konya issue asembe na wonya yankede ukọ Ghana ni nyina obetimi afrem 4169091100 yebedi nkomo na obenso afabi na odi atuni kodujum de bia meka me say hwempadru yemfanya nanta ena obi tuni bafo a na kwabrane banyansafo otwam otumi gina ho afabi na odi atuni kodujum nti mpani se onni pani a ayadue Melo TV now story no me de brown Ghana ni abrantie bi abeka Pearson International Airport edi enti ena obeka Pearson International Airport eno ane yabo na dobo a ena ye de brown ewo mekasa fidi nso hwe se obi share ne experience a se pani oni hwe kra na obayi ase ya che ebi a age wise or oye older than you ebi a experience wise or more experience than you do regardless enti mi gina kwenye so na ya boy bi wa frame osisi na milo ya chimi etum me o detention sheda nye baby ya de nipa tumusa ba wonni ufa hodie ya de na to baby ai nei or pende se na busuafo be kwa command bill na story no senate story no ena eba no oba Canada and we seek asylum our refugee watina mu tena system no mu a won komra ni wonya na work permit oje hallelujah je okwa adwuma of course obono homodin yi pa ya friend no see ebedi na asem of course okopay what we call evidence of proof ebaye ada omudi na asem hwe a covid started you know from covid time no yem free interview one on one no omoye ne zoom oti tv echi na omono tese me tv esiwi oti odi enim na abrafo no so to omudi enim na omone wo lawyer tia you know na judge ne you know mpanyifo no nyina to na yedi wasem of course yedi abranti yasem ema ye eto ye ema omo accept ne claim no nti ebasa na akoye nigie eti boy ne so ba no so tena system be 4 years ansana onya na krata pageti story ni you ansana onya na krata bia na oba obedi obi kra obi wa oba oni adru ne ntem otimi tena be more than a year or 2 years ansana okudi na adru of course na nsen se yeje utumu a ya obeye accepted immigrant anasa refugee claim no yedi wa asem na yeje utumu a yen pentem emuantem enti yemfa krata no enhye wonsem animanimu ya it take couple of months anasa be years kra ansana omode eden omode ade na ahye wonsem enti yedi boy na krata hye ne nsem ani jebiti na fa toto ne niema of course ni nyina ne se na opese oyeden obono pahwi na okofi eba na minim se wanye obi amana ntunifo se obi anye ne de se obi ankasa nkyere no se ye kasa kyere no ena ono anso wantio boy na ekọ Ghana nipa am se ye ka refugee a obi a ohia hobambo na chese wo life back home no is in danger pachuti story ni se obi hia hobambo a de na be mu obi ho ahia hobambo na chese nipa na life no ye pene kuno ana office bibia betimi esi nti deni den na obo no ho ban efiri nkrofo bi ho nti onye kwan bedu Canada de a obekwa ode no obekwa akodon Canada ban nti boy na twa ticket efiri ha ekọ Ghana direct after say why den ye gene to mu nti waye bibia akotwa 1 month 2 weeks oba obedu Pearson ana ejayemo obia akọ ya se ukuta passport a online obedi so ukuta student permit na say o the student visa na ba o baby abefa afi obi ono so ba ya okuta permanent resident no ono so o kiwa obedi so now ye mane kodi kiw PR full key so edu ne so your friend your call your boy in papa na red flag na raise no mo se kona kotena atwen according to boy no na kotena ho na ja o twen wo mo ba na mo de ne ko she ga room bi mu ene omo check in ne mo scrutinize no eje ne wallet fifi ne wallet ni mu ehwe ne me wo ne Ghana card ukuta Ghana card nipa nipa bi wo hampo mu asemu nipa wo ye refugee a ya gina tumu aye di ni PR amano se onko yama yo fine yama o PR otumi tu kwan ekoba bia but then kuruna wo free mu a o si ye pe wakun you can go there The Pia Mekasi me wa Melo TV Toronto, Canada. And you're born. Omo wallet. They have the right to do that, of course. Omo wallet, HK. You the driver's license. The driver's license near Canada there, which is good. Okuta Ghana card, which is not good. Provided say no Ghana problem or better no say what you breach you crowd with maybe. But boy no call Ghana no idea. Okujina small But it is story ni. And almost say who name be I want to bag money from Ghana, BPA from Ghana. I know my friend penny phone be by an aja. I'm interrogating Kakran on Busan. Say, okay, guy. Say, what say Ufri Ghana and a bar Canada, right? Or say, aye. Oba Canada, or see a peoku. Or say, Anne, that's okay. Yeah, the crata amo. Now, on my now, see a poor what to me aside then? Aboard the flight, I could do 1 month, 2 weeks about there, guys. Any problem about Melo TV Toronto Canada. Tina de behind a catch him say, Aya Melo TV. Ye tuni pafu. Ye kanya sasem waha. Ye nim biano. Ye be catch your disclaimer. Me immigration lawyer, me immigration consultant. Okay? Me just a normal factory worker and I'm saying YouTuber. And to what I know biano, me mfan cameo, I will not hesitate. So me chinti mabe yes I videos in I say do not travel direct to Ghana if okay, yamfa boy ni issue no empem ho. Na fe yanko. Na yanko heard the issue of story na. Me ye be ye couple of I think say me in the last 2 years, me in the last year, and I'm saying year no, even this year cry. Now, there is this thing we call re-availment. Why re-avail it? And ye babe tumri na ya chim isi no. And to ha me dia to camera na so. Re-availment no meaning ena wo no me sa be bon tofa e wa ha me chichi mu e wo na poso re-availment. Now or say re-availment means or say in the context of refugee law, re-availment means a refugee returning to their home country and relying on the protection of assistance of their government. But it or say in the context of refugee law, re-availment means a refugee returning to their home country and relying on the protection of assistance of their government, which can potentially lead to the loss of their refugee status and protection. This is because a refugee's status is based on the fear of persecution or a well-founded fear of persecution in their home country. And re-availment may suggest that the fear is no longer. And he said, "What me free her now? Oko baby aye pe wokun na sababaka we say who na say nipa na omo pe wokun no one ebia na omo wu ana case no ye two case na say ana say bibia sa nyede anyhow now ye more detail as to why boy no that's what detention minim some be man room and say okay I say here is a more detailed explanation. All right, refugee status. A refugee is someone who is forced to leave their country due to a well-founded fear of persecution based on race, religion, nationality, membership in a particular society, in this particular social group or political opinion. Until re-availment, and as I have been saying, re-availment, this term refers to a refugee accepting protection or assistance from their home country, potentially indicating that their fear of persecution is no longer valid or that they are no longer in need of protection. Now, examples of re-availment. Traveling to their home country using their home country's passport. one. Number 2, renewing a passport from their home country. Number 3, applying for a new passport from their home country. Number 4, and 5, voluntarily becoming re-established in their home country. But what did they make an answer? It was say nipa wotumi e free Canada e call back e call oman na ne ye pene kunu mu a one ne passport wi wotumi ko renew pacho ti ayi ne ye ba ana sempo wotumi akoni kuro mu akotena ho ahabo fa na bibibia no eno so e chese nipa no ohia protection bio and was consequences of re-availment. If a refugee is found to have re-availed themselves, they can lose their refugee status, which may result in deportation. And consequences of re-availment. If a refugee is found to have re-availed themselves in their country, they can lose their refugee status, which may result in their deportation. And you will say, Nipana oba ya yaginatum, guys, mo yajimatum nyina no, mo obi ankofie, mo hwe video, we tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a brother to tell a brother. Mo mi entu ye ho ye hofo. Emfa ne se milo o ne me bobo o ya chelibom ye senti. No, I tell you what I know. Because of the YouTube channel, and me research more. And over here, yaji boys be atum, yaji girls be atum, bra, and rushing coffee and koye bibia tenase. Ne trabe ye 2 years, couple of months count, ne apply for Canada passport. When your passport now, which me ko baby bia, and you do not rush. So I was saying, intent is key. A re-availment requires a certain level of intent on the part of the claimant to actually obtain protection from their country. Simply returning to one's country does not necessarily constitute re-availment. Guys, and based on at some way and a boy no, he has been detained, and we a very typical example to yenya yaka etua yenso ya adwense e pese yeden ekotwa siba no. Guys, mamu mi en rashin ko. Eja dollar no krasa depreciate dollar na ekofom montu muboase momme maye ho akwanya bi say we are not rushing ye to ye boase enko obekonso asa bia bibia si na pese okọ critical bi ni ade a utimi fa ba bi na wakopie oba na wapepa wa no din na wasa yeden oba birum. Guys, ntimi gina we so na me de self to semi ama say mo wani na ho na ye hwe ye makrata na ekuta no obi aban Canada aban sanyeden emagi influencer otiri meka no anse ofifie ba no ya fa prayer pra na ase da ase wofa ye ne ko brother ye ne ko na da na odom ne yankonkodem nti oba ha ade ne da no re-availment no and am there to on said be na obehu no wagiedi. And what I do research. I go online. What I do, so be frame the assembly to manima me ko na my heading ma digi asem no said esi etie na efata ewo online san maba babeka nti minim ofre me ka chen say onfre na busuafo na yentie di bisi ebia ne tie anye yi wa mehie nipa bi a oye good and ade no so da ho on se mra na da ho ukọ citizenship and immigration Canada da ho ukọ ba bibia da ho ti guys mummy avoid it. Unya okrata, unya opia ne kuta, tobo as an Canadian passport, and you call to me 100 years. No was back. But apart from that, guys, PR no, untumi ticket in free anya den, enko yedim. Nti yebe me video ya, me say mo san fra e bedi nkomo na hwese mpanimfo no betimi ahwe na se lawyer bi kura na obetimi akotwitwa age na oyeden wakọ akọhwe na oboa Milo TV. Mpanisi yesuma nyansafo, yesuma banamo. Yesuma benyansafo na yesuma anamo tenten. Oko na ensu atoagu nchini mu no wonane a na wo yenkuta a hweyi na wi abebo. Mpanisi yakikama ofuna na yakikama dampan. Ene me kanyansasem a kiro me bube na wonso afa bi na de atuko duyum na bebo. Wonya opia enkofie sei entwatikiti nkosifie guran ensa maguran ubedura ubenya asem ubedura mo pa ambesa de wako back to Ghana boy na de ni nim de esi. Okay, me de kwajo TV me de nyame jam nyame ko bia hono nyi obi akoma so ade amano Milo TV bare bim bare boom bare bim subscribe we are like no comment no share edamase TV Toronto Canada. Subscribe if today is your first time, like my videos, comment and then share. Bare bim bare boom bare bim.